What's happening, everybody? Al here, coming right at you from sunny Southwest Florida. Today we're driving around in a 2018 Mustang. I just love driving around in this car. And today we're going to talk about the warranty. For those of you who are new to the channel, this car is equipped with a Whipple Stage 1 kit that has an available warranty. Now, I purchased a warranty for this car. I felt like I really needed that because, this car is relatively new. There's a lot of guys having problems with the tick and things like that. So I really wanted the coverage. But before I go into the details on the warranty, first I want to, apologize because in my last video, I made the statement that my IAT temperatures were getting high, and I related that to the temperatures of the heat exchanger. Now, that's not true. I mean, the IATs at the mass air meter have nothing to do with heat exchanger efficiency. So I want to, thank my friends at Stita and all of you guys who have posted comments to remind me of that. My bad. I really should have known that. But so now we're going to talk about the warranty. Now, the point is really for me is that even though the IATs were not related to heat exchanger function, if you notice on the video that my cylinder head temperatures were getting a little high. So we all know that heat is really the #1 enemy of a performance engine. So that's pretty much what this is all about, regardless of IATs. From what I understand, IAT2 really is what I need to measure in order to figure heat exchanger function, intercooler function, and things like that. But I'm going to show you the warranty. We're going to go through all the details of that. So check this out. All right, everybody. This is the page 1 of the Whipple warranty. I'm not going to read this to you word by word. I'm just going to sort of pan over it and highlight the items. But here in this section, it talks about things that the warranty covers. And most notable, it says that it covers internally lubricated parts, including a whole bunch of stuff, rods, rod bearings, connecting rods, camshaft, things like that. It goes on to say the engine block and cylinder heads are also covered if the listed parts above caused a mechanical failure. In other words, if you throw a connecting rod and it causes a problem, it pokes a hole in the side of your block, the block will be covered. And same thing with the cylinder heads. If you drop a valve, a broken valve spring, and piston comes up and hammers the hell out of the head would be covered. And then it goes on to say that the long block assembly is not covered, has a coverage point. But, if there's damage caused by a lubricated part failure, it would be covered. But there are a lot of things that aren't covered. And mostly it's, everything external on the block, motor mounts and things like that. They're not covered. And then we go into eligibility and term. We go into page 2. And I don't know, I just see most notable the odometer must be fully functional. That's obvious. They make sure of that. Coverage liability limits. Basically, this thing offers $7,500 limit. They got it figured $5,000 for the engine and $2,500 for the transmission. This is a limited warranty. There really isn't a heck of a lot to it. So if something does go wrong, that's it. That's what you're covered for. A total of $7,500. $5,000 for the engine and $2,500 for the transmission. I really don't expect anything to happen to the transmission. Obviously, it's the engine that I'm really concerned about. And then it goes on to exclusions. Basically, they don't cover you for neglect or abuse. They will not cover you for cracked heads or a cracked block or overheating. This is very important to me, obviously, with the temperatures here in Southwest Florida. They don't want you to do any alterations. They simply will only allow you to leave the engine the way it is with their tune and their pulley size and everything. They don't want you tampering with that. And they don't want you to do anything else. Headers, pulleys, camshaft, any performance enhancements, nitrous, None of that stuff is okay. And so just pan over that so you guys could read that. They say the warranty is non-transferable, so if you sell a car, the warranty ends. And we continue on to the exceptions. Just a bunch of stuff in there. Maintenance requirements, things like that. Rental reimbursement, they offer you some rental reimbursement. They say you have to use premium fuel, 91 or better, and also E85 is not permitted. They go into the claim procedures, pretty typical for just about any insurance company. But, you know, this is really not insurance. This is a warranty. And it continues on. This warranty is actually not provided by Whipple. It's a third party. And the company right there is Charter Services. You know, I've talked to them a couple times. Easy to get a hold of, easy to talk to, and very informative. So that's basically it, guys. Charter warranty. And here also is my dyno chart. These were the dyno pulls that I did over at Stita. That day it was well over 90 degrees and high humidity. The dyno numbers are, I would say, pretty decent. It made good horsepower for a stage 1 kit. Torque seemed a little bit low, but I can tell you by the way this thing runs in cool weather, it's definitely making more torque than that. I made the statement in a previous video that we didn't have fans pushing air directly through the heat exchanger. Actually, that's incorrect. I went back in my videos and I noticed that the fans definitely were in there. People at Stita did everything they could that day to get as much power out of the engine. But I have to say, on a cooler day, this thing probably is going to produce a lot more power than this. So at one point, maybe we'll get it on the dyno, maybe on a 70-degree day, see what this thing can really do. Well, there you have it, guys. Just a brief overview of the Charter warranty. Would I say it's a good warranty? I don't know, not really. I mean, it doesn't really resemble a factory powertrain warranty. There's a lot of things that aren't covered. But I don't know, if I had to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it maybe a 6, 6.5. You know, in my case, with the 2018 Mustang, a lot of guys are having problems with their motors, with ticking and things like that. So I would rather have the coverage than not have it. But going through the warranty, I see that, you know, a cracked cylinder head or a cracked block due to overheating is not covered. That's a little area of concern for me. If you look back at my last video, you'll see that the car under boost, the cylinder head temperatures actually got a little high, in my opinion, at 230 degrees. Now, I called Whipple about that, and they told me not to worry about it. It's pretty common. So I'm not really worried about it per se, but I am here in Southwest Florida. Most of the time, like 5 months out of the year, temperatures are above 90 degrees. And the car doesn't really perform as well when the temperatures are that high. So between the temperatures being 230 degrees and the fact that it doesn't perform so well, I really feel like going to a stage 2 kit under these conditions doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think the more important thing is to keep the thing cool first and get the stage 1 kit to work as good as I can make it work. Then step up to the next kit. One of the things I didn't do before I put the blower on the car was I didn't do any testing to see what underhood temperatures were, what the IATs were, cylinder head temperatures and stuff before I put the blower on. So I called on a fellow YouTuber, Mike J Autos and stuff. He has a 2016 Mustang GT, and he lives in Arizona where there's a similar climate. So he posted some videos of his IATs and cylinder head temperatures just to give us a baseline of roughly what the car would be like without the blower. His videos are in the link in my description, so you guys can see that. Mike J, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Well, you guys, check out Mike J's channel. He's got a lot of really cool things going on over there. Subscribe to him. He's really cool. But now going forward with my car, I can clearly see that I need to be paying attention to cooling with this car. So, you know, I've talked to Charter about it. They're very good. They explained to me that actually doing cooling mods, anything like that to help the thing stay cool, they're okay with. They don't have any problem with that. So that's the direction I'm going to go in right now. So watch the channel. I got some things planned. Future videos will include all kinds of cool things to try to cool this car down. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.